African rankings, taking advantage of greater falls in the market value of many other companies.
On the international scene, India's imports of Russian oil rose tenfold last year, according to Indian state-controlled lender Bank of Baroda. The figures show Asia's third-largest economy saved around $5 billion as it ramped up crude purchases from Moscow. It comes as Western countries have been cutting their imports of energy from Russia after its invasion of Ukraine. Trade ties between New Delhi and Moscow have been on an upward trajectory despite strong opposition from the West.
In 2021, Russian oil accounted for just 2% of India's annual crude imports. That figure now stands at almost 20%. India's purchases of oil from Russia during the last financial year saved it around $89 per ton of crude. Despite pressure from the United States and Europe, India has refused to adhere to Western sanctions on Russian imports. India's oil refiners will continue to maximize their profit margins for as long as they can. Meanwhile, the Australian government has approved a new coal mine for the first time since it was elected on a climate action platform last year. The government was bound by national environmental laws when considering Central Queen's Island Isaac River coal mine. Scientists have repeatedly warned that any new fossil fuel projects are not compatible with global climate goals. Finally, Peloton company in United States is recalling more than 2 million exercise bikes over concerns that the seat assembly could break during use and injure customers. Owners have been advised to immediately stop using the bikes and contact Peloton for a free repair. The company has received numerous reports of injuries. They issued a statement saying it has identified 35 reports out of the 2,160,000 bikes sold as of 30th April.
And the Institution of Surveyors of Kenya is urging the government to look for alternative ways of funding the affordable housing program. The institution's president, Abraham Samoei, says the proposed 3% deduction of workers' salary cannot sustain the affordable housing project as it requires a huge capital to actualize, and there is need to deepen the public-private partnership to actualize the project instead of additional levies.
Savings of 3%, if you look at the incomes, the average incomes of Kenyans, of civil servants, of everyone, is very low for them to achieve the house in the short term, in their lifetime, many of them in their lifetime. Because if you look at people earning over 100,000, are very few. In Kenya, we are struggling with debts. So you are in a debt situation. You want to take on high capital intensive projects, housing, to serve a population that is largely not able to afford in the open marketplace is very difficult.
And in sports, five-time world 100-meter champion Shelly Ann Fraser-Pryce has pulled out of Saturday's Kipkeino Classic due to a knee injury. Organizers confirmed that the multiple world and Olympic champion left Nairobi Friday morning to seek specialized treatment in Milan, Italy.
Kano Classic meet director Barnaba Kori confirmed that Fraser-Pryce picked up a knee injury in training on Thursday. Fraser-Pryce had been drawn to compete against Hamida Bassant of Egypt, Rani Risius of Belgium, Tiana Daniels of USA, Twanisha Terry of USA, Zoe Hobbs of New Zealand, and Kenyans Esther Bagari and Monica Safania. The Jamaican sprinter arrived in Nairobi on Tuesday and has been training at Kasarani Stadium ahead of the World Athletics Continental Gold Tour event. Meanwhile, Olympic hammer throw champion Washik Nowitzki, 400 meters world leader Muzala Samukonga, and 1968 Olympic 200 meters bronze medalist John Carlos arrived in the country Friday morning ahead of the Kipkeino Classic meet on Saturday.
Defending champions Tusker FC are targeting maximum points when they lock horns with Kariobangi Sharks at the Nyayo National Stadium as the Football Kenya Federation League matches resume this weekend. In other matches, Vihiga Bullets will play Talanta FC, while Wazito FC will host Posta Rangers at Muhoroni Stadium.
The Brewers, who are second on the log, 2 points behind league leaders Gor Mahia, will be out to bag maximum points as title chase intensifies. Tusker has played 29 matches, winning 18 and losing 4, while Kariobangi Sharks, who are 11th on the log with 37 points, have played 29 matches, winning 9 and losing 10.
We still have that intention of retaining the trophy. First of all, that is still motivation to any player who is willing to achieve. It's a hard game, but we want to try play well and try to win the game so that we can get 3 points for us to maintain to be on top of the league like other teams.
In other matches, Vihiga Bullets will play Talanta FC, while Wazito FC will host Posta Rangers at Muhoroni Stadium. On Sunday, Police FC will face Mathare United, while Nairobi City Stars will host Bandari at Ruaraka Stadium. For Lunchtime News, I'm Kingori Mwangi.
Nikola Jokic scored 32 points as the Denver Nuggets thrashed the Phoenix Suns to win their Western Conference semi-final series in 6 games. In the Eastern Conference semi-finals, the Boston Celtics forced a series decider as they held off the Philadelphia 76ers 95-86.
Biombo Summit Center will also see Kevin Durant at the 5-some today. Nice move.
The Nuggets, who have never reached the NBA Finals, beat the Suns 125-100, all thanks to Nikola Jokic, who scored 32 points for the Denver Nuggets.
Booker gets past Jokic all the way to the goal. Nice.
Jokic recorded 12 assists and 10 rebounds, while Jamal Murray scored 26 points for Denver Nuggets. The Nuggets will open the best-of-7 Western Conference final against either the Golden State Warriors or the Los Angeles Lakers on Tuesday. In the Eastern Conference semifinals, the Boston Celtics forced a series decider as they held off the Philadelphia 76ers 95-86. The 76ers, who have not reached this conference final since 2001, will travel to Boston for Game 7 on Sunday.
He's got the hot hand and continues red hot.
And in the European League, Federico Gatti scored a 97th minute equalizer to earn Juventus a draw against Sevilla in the first leg of the Europa League semi-final. Meanwhile, in the Europa Conference League, West Ham's dreams of a first major trophy since 1980 are still alive after securing a 2-1 win over Dutch side AZ Alkmaar at London Stadium.
Sevilla, who knocked out Manchester United in the quarter-finals, have won Europa League a record 6 times, most recently in 2020. In the Europa Conference League, Tijani Raiders, low shot 4 minutes before the break, set the bar high for the visitor before Said Benrahma scored in the 67th minute. 8 minutes later, Antonio netted a second goal to hand the host victory.
And that's all the time we had for Lunchtime News, but thank you for your time and your valued company. More news on our website and in our subsequent bulletins. I'm Nissie Imano. Lucy Maura has been our sign language interpreter. Good afternoon. God bless.
Ili kupata sikiza tune hii ya kibeti, bonyeza *811*962#.
Ati umefanya vizuri sana kunifikia hii simu sasa. Nimekuwa na stress kutoka asubuhi kabisa. Na ni huyu mtu ambaye alikuwa anapatiana majina ya vitu. Kwani hakutufikiria sisi watu wa Eastern Ukambani? Ni nani alisema ati wife kwa Kiswahili ni mke? Na akasema ati handbaka. Hii inabebwa na mwanamke handbaka. Ati kwa Kiswahili ni kibeti. Huku kwetu mke ndiye kibeti.
Ili kupata sikiza tune hiyo ya kibeti, bonyeza *811*962#. *811*962#.
Kiswahili kitukuzwe.
Hapa ndipo pale ambapo tunaondoa kati ya maharagwe na pojo. Je, mshindo utakuwa nini?
Uchungu moyoni mwangu, roho yangu inauma. Wanitesa wanikera, afadhali mimi nife. Koma wewe buregali, kupayuka unahoja. Wewe hauna kibali, kauli yako si hoja.
Viongozi wanawezaje kumaliza ukabila nchini, ili hali wao wenyewe wanapojitambulisha, wengi wao wanajitambulisha kwa ukabila?
Hilo la kujitanisha na jina ya alikotoka ni kujaribu kuonyesha wananchi kuwa anaelewana na shida zao, anajitambulisha na lugha ambayo amezaliwa.
Kiswahili